All right, good morning, folks. Welcome to Bearizona's 11:30 BZ Wild Animal Show. We got anybody who's been to the show before? Any repeat people? A couple of you? Ooh, all right. Cool, so it looks like most of you are new. This will be fun. We're gonna go on an adventure together. It's gonna be great. So the way the show is gonna work is we're gonna be bringing animals right out here onto the lawn. So best places to watch are gonna be anywhere around the edge of the lawn. You can stand, sit, do whatever you want. What we wanna do is keep the grassy area clear for the critters. Generally speaking, the more space they have, the more fun stuff they do. We want them to be able to have a lot of freedom out here. You're gonna see us giving them cues and prompts and stuff, but it's really up to them what they're gonna do. So we're gonna see what all these animals are interested in doing today. I'm the first animal you get to meet. Hi. My name's Amy. We also have some other human-type animals who will be helping us out with the show today. We've got Trainer Kyle, Trainer Lisa, and Trainer Brenna. And those are the ones who are going to be bringing the animals out and working those relationships. All of our training is relationship-based. So, we're going to start off with a critter who has not been in shows very long. We're going to see how he does. He's a very young boy. So coming out from stage left, I don't know those directions. We have Mojave, the Harris's hawk. And he is only 1 year old. Oh, what a good boy. All right, now. Anyone over here afraid of birds?
Okay, well that's a long time.
No? Alright, hold your camera up nice and high. And
Long time for birds.
I'm gonna duck. You guys can do whatever you want. Alright, you wanna try that again? You wanna see if you can get closer?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, let's see how low we go. And... Oh, dear. He's like, no, that's really low. Here you go. Good job, buddy. So, at 1 year old, what Mo is mostly working on is his flying skills. So I'm using you guys to help train him right now and help build those skills. So he is a bird, which means he can do whatever the heck he wants when he's out here. If I try to call him somewhere and he's like, I don't think I'm prepared to do that, he just won't. So that's a good way to judge how comfortable he is with all of his stuff. All right, we're gonna try over here next. This way. Not quite. Okay. This is me being lazy and trying not to walk all the way, and this is what I get for it. Over here, buddy. We also moved his perch. It used to be right here, and now he's like, well, that's really far away, guys. I don't know that I want to fly that far. Sir.
Go.
There you go. You're gonna have to figure it out. How do you get out of the tree?
Go.
You watch the problem solving. Little tail wiggle is like a thinking thing. All right, I'm gonna try a different direction. Like this. Problem solving Mojave. Are you ready? All the way over here, you made it a longer flight. Now it's going to be
something on his foot.
longer.
It's on purpose.
Hang on. Right here. That's okay, because it's also building, maybe he's not going to be able to stand there right now, he's after the long flight, but what it's building up is how can he through bridges, which is also a very important skill for these guys. So as a Harrison hawk, he actually will be able to really cool, really complicated flights as he gets a little bit older and builds those skills a little bit. Alright, so we're completely lost in there. I'm going to help you out. Yeah, I got you. Alright, we're going to try that. What are you going to try that one more time? We're going to reset. We're going to see if you can do it again. Oh, it's okay. And if I walk over you, you can look up at him. Just keep your mouth closed while we're over talking. No, I'm just kidding. Fun fact about these birds, they don't poop straight down. They actually poop. They fire it out to the side. So everybody's in danger, is basically what I'm telling you. Hey, there we go. He just needed his favorite person to come over there. Thanks for the help, Kyle. All right. So these guys are native to desert areas. He's named for one of the deserts you can find them, the Mojave Desert. Whee! Right over the water bottle. He thought about taking it. Did you see the foot come out? He's like, maybe this would be a fun toy. I'm not sure. But these guys fly around in the desert. You can see them perched on top of cactuses. And my favorite thing about Harris's hawks is that they're actually social. So they live in family groups. So we actually have a sister here at the park as well. Her name is Sonora. Whee! Named for one of the other deserts you can find them. That was the hardest part, by the way, the going home. They live in the desert and they're social. And they'll do this thing called stacking, where they'll find a nice high saguaro cactus, but they want a little bit better view, right? The saguaro cactus isn't quite high enough. So actually, one of them will come in and fly on the cactus, and then another one will come in and perch on top of that one. So they'll stand on each other's shoulders. And I joke around with you guys a lot during the show, but this is actually real. It's called stacking. They're the only birds known of that do that very, very weird behavior. All right, Mojave is back home. We are going to move on with our show. And I told you guys we were going to go on an adventure today. We're going to go on a journey. We're going to do some world traveling. So the next animal we're bringing out is actually from Africa. Any fans of The Lion King out here? Yeah? You guys seen The Lion King? All right, I'll tell you what. You guys seem like a responsible group. Any animal from The Lion King right now, your choice. What do you want me to bring out here? Simba. I trusted you. All right, I take it back. I'm not letting you guys back. Did anybody say Zazu? This is Zazu, yeah, baby. So this is Gretchen. But Gretchen is a trumpeter hornbill, and this is the type of bird that Zazu is based off of. And I think they chose pretty well. Because when I think about The Lion King and I think about Zazu, mostly what I think about is the fact that Zazu, for the whole movie, never shuts up. He's very chatty. He talks a lot. There we go. Gretchen, also very chatty. She's a well-named bird, trumpeter hornbill, right? So the trumpeter part has to do with the calls that she can make. And you might hear a few different calls. She already knows where we're headed. She can do a few different calls, which you might hear while she's out here. She's got a little chuckle that she does. That's when she's laughing at my very funny jokes. This is sort of a, yay, food! Oh, thank you, I love this food. This is the best food ever. That's what that one is. And then this call times like 20 is the trumpeter part. This is where she gets real loud. And you can hear it all the way to the other side of the parking lot, all the way over to the gift shop. It carries. And that's important because where she is native to is eastern and southern Africa, super, super dense forests alongside rivers and streams. And she has a boyfriend here at the park. Yes, his name is, we're going to call him Grundy. His name is Grundy. And if these guys are separated for more than about 5 minutes, they start wondering what the other one is up to out there. And that's when they start hollering back and forth. But they're not always going to be together, either here or in the wild. We try to simulate wild life as much as we possibly can. So when they're separated, usually it's going to be because they're looking for food. So we're going to give her some food out here. She can go back and tell Grundy all about it. So I'm giving her a lot of fruit right now, but she has another skill that she needs to develop, and that is catching things out of the air. In the wild, this would be bugs. Here, it's going to be her favorite treat, which is a grape. We're going to see if she can catch this. Hey, very good! I even tried to trick her a little bit, and she still got it. I tell you what, she's getting so good at this. Let's see if we can up the challenge level a little bit. Let's see if we can build up her skills a little bit more. Does somebody else want to throw this one? Yeah? Do you want to in the hat? Come on over. All right, it might make your hands a little sticky. Is that okay? You don't mind? Okay. Cool. You can pick anywhere you want over here, and on the count of 3, we're going to throw that grape real high. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, she was ready for it. Oh, very nice. That was an excellent throw. You got a good arm on you. Very nice. You did a little bit of a backflip for that one. That's what I like to see. So she's like, well, I know I did my job, so I'm headed back home now. You're home for you. You want to come on back? Hey, babe. We'll get that set up for you. There you go. Good job. Yes, I know. You're so good. All right. Now you can go home. Whee! Good job. This is going to be part of listening to our animals. When they do come out here, we want to make sure that they're having fun, and we're basically setting up all their favorite stuff out here to do. She loves catching things, she loves flying. But if Gretchen says she's ready to go home, we're going to go ahead and set up home and let her head on back that way. And that's fine, because we've got plenty more animals to bring out. So for the next one, we are going to stay in Africa for a little bit here. And actually those same regions, eastern, southern Africa, densely forested areas. But the next animal we're going to bring out is a little bit more high maintenance than the first 2 we brought up. So we're going to have to make some adjustments out here. This is not his native habitat. We're going to try to make it look a little bit more like his native habitat in order to make sure he feels comfortable. So what he wants is lots and lots and lots of trees. We've got a couple very good trees out here. I'm gonna need about 7 more. Can I get 7? I'm gonna need adult volunteers to come out here and be trees for Clash. Who wants to do it? We got any brave souls? In the white? Sure, yeah, come on out. In the hat right here, perfect. Anyone over here? Perfect, you too, yep. In the overalls right there, you can come on out. In the black right here. I need like a couple more, perfect. In the pink. And in the black right there, perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in a line. Let's go. It's a little bit soggy, but it's not terrible today. All right, we're all gonna stand side to side next to each other, and we're all gonna face that direction. You can scooch in a little bit, kind of fill in my gap. All right, and I said 7. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, that's pretty good. I gotta tell you guys, I've done a lot worse. All right, and we are gonna bring out Clash. Now, my favorite thing about you guys is that not a single one of you asked what animal we were bringing out before you volunteered. Got some brave souls out here. Everyone signed the waivers, yes. All right, perfect. Time to start the grizzly feeding. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so you guys are gonna be trees, and we're gonna need some tree branches. So I'm gonna have you stick your arms straight out like this, and we're gonna bring out Clash. And what you do need to know about Clash is that he weighed in this morning at 215 grams. He's very small. We're gonna bring out Clash, coming out with trainer Lisa right over there. Clash is a Livingston Sturacco. That is a bird. Clash doesn't like to fly. That's not how he gets around. So if you guys make a convincing forest, he will simply use you to get from Lisa to me. That was pretty good. Do you guys want to do it again? Yeah? All right. I tell you what, let's turn around so the folks over here can see a little bit better. Now, everyone in the audience, I'm going to give you a job this time, okay? Clash has been developing a habit of stopping to check himself out in people's sunglasses, so we're going to see if we can catch him at it. All right, here you go, bud. 1 and 2. And... All right, just 2 that time. He's getting better, a little less vague. All right, he made it across. Let's give a round of applause to our trees. My trees, thank you very much for making him feel at home out here. You can head on back to your spots. All right, so Clash is a Livingston Sturacco. These guys are known for their colors. He's got some gorgeous colors on him. This is why we don't blame him for checking himself out. He's beautiful. So he's got green, blue, but he's hiding another color. And I'm gonna see if he'll show it off. Did you guys catch that? Yeah, he's got bright red on it. Isn't that cool? All right, tell you what, let's do a couple of flights and see if we can see that again. So mostly you can't see it. So this blue and green is all going to be very good camouflage. Even that eyeliner, that really good eyeliner you got, it's fierce, right? I'm a little jealous. I'm a little mad. He just wakes up looking like this. This guy has very good camouflage. Now red would wreck his camouflage, but if his camouflage didn't work and a predator spotted him, this is his last line of defense. Open up those wings. Open up those wings. Don't poop on me, please. Over here, buddy. There we go. He does not poop sideways. Excellent question. Asking the important questions here. He opens up those wings and he flies, and he flashes that red right in a predator's face. Does anybody know what red means in the wild? If you see like a red animal, what does that tell you? Danger, yeah. Do you know why? Poison, yep, exactly. Poison, venom, stay away, danger. If you eat me, you're gonna have some regrets later. So, Clash takes advantage of that. Where a predator spotted him, it's approaching, he flashes that red, and they go, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. I don't want to die today. Maybe I shouldn't eat this. And then by the time the predator remembers that birds aren't poisonous, the Turacco's already gone. So Clash is a dirty liar, but it helps to save his life, so we're not gonna hold it against him. All right, we do it though. Africa's a very big place. So we're gonna leave Eastern and Southern Africa and those jungles. We're gonna head out to the savannah. Simba. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding, we're not bringing out Simba. We are bringing out actually one of the friendlier animals in the park. And I think you guys are gonna like her. It'll be fun. She may come up and say hi. This is Turbo coming out with trainer Brenna. Now, who here wants to be Turbo's best friend today? Yeah? You guys want to make friends with Turbo? All right, here are your Turbo friend tips. If Turbo gets anywhere near you, what you're going to do is keep your feet still and keep your hands up. Turbo knows that this means, oh, I can actually get closer. You're a safe person to be around. If you move around a lot, then she goes, I don't know what you're doing, and I'm going to go over here. So if you want Turbo to get close, stay still, hands up. But she may or may not. It's going to be entirely up to her. We never force our animals to do anything. But if you have smelly feet, she may come up and say hi, and now we're all going to know that you have smelly feet. Luckily, nobody has smellier feet than a zookeeper, so she's probably going to stay with Brenna. So Turbo is, of course, a crested porcupine. Now, if you've already been around the park, you may have already met Spike and Lois. If you haven't yet, they're out at exhibit over that direction. Those are our North American porcupines. They look wildly different from Turbo. The main thing they have in common is they both have quills, but those quills are designed very differently. Turbo's quill is very long. Longest ones are going to be about 2 feet. And what direction do all Turbo's quills face? Straight out the back. Yeah. This is because her predators are going to be things like Simba, Mufasa, lions, African painted dogs, and those guys tend to chase their prey. So those quills all face out the back. If you look at Turbo from the front, she's very, very cute. If you look at her from the back, you don't really want to get anywhere near her. So this is exactly what the predators are going to see, and that's hopefully going to help Turbo survive. Now, Turbo's body language is very easy to read because of those quills and because of the crest that she's named after. If she starts feeling nervous, what you'll see is that crest will stand straight up in the air, super, super tall. All the quills will flare out. And we can tell that Turbo right now is very, very relaxed because her quills are about halfway down. That crest is held very, very low. This means that Turbo is having a great time out here and having fun. And that's probably because Brenda's doing a lot of Turbo's favorite activity, which is running. This is why she's called Turbo. This girl loves to run. So when we take her out, sometimes we'll take her on walks around the park. She'll wander around, sniff around the other exhibits, say hi to people, just have a great time out there. And when we go out with her, she has zero loyalty to us whatsoever. Like I said, she likes stinky feet. The other thing she likes is running and adventures. And she just wants to go with whoever's going on the biggest adventure. So if we're out there walking and somebody runs by going faster, looking like they're going somewhere more interesting, Turbo's going to go with them. She will abandon us in a heartbeat. However, after a little bit, she'll realize, I didn't get any sweet potato lately, and then she'll look for us again. So that's how we make friends with Turbo, is we maintain our sweet potato. But she's very friendly. She's kind of like a golden retriever where like she doesn't even have a favorite person, just the whole world is Turbo's best friend. She loves it. All right, Turbo is back home. And this one, we're going to bring it back to North America. As you go around the park, most of the animals you meet are going to be from North America. And the main reason for this is that most of the animals you see in Bearizona are actually rescues. So these are animals that have been deemed non-releasable. We don't do any rehabilitation here. We're not set up for that. But we're providing homes for animals that for one reason or another will not be able to survive in the wild ever again. So Girly here is one of our first rescues. Typical lifespan for a wild raccoon is going to be 5 or 6 years. Girly's going to be celebrating her 13th birthday this year. So she's a very old lady. Trainer Kyle, by the way, who's out with Girly right now, also a rescue. We rescued him about 10 years ago. He is, I tell you what, talk about non-releasable. No, I'm just kidding. We are probably going to keep Kyle though. Girly's doing pretty well for her old age. She is a little bit slower than she used to be when she was young and vigorous. But now she's a little bit slower, but she still likes to do pretty typical raccoon things. So you'll see her while she's out here. Watch for her using her hands. She uses her hands a lot. This is something raccoons are known for, right? Washing their hands. It's real cute. They wash their food sometimes. That is because about 2/3 of that very clever raccoon brain is just devoted to the sense of touch. So her best sense is going to be her sense of touch. So she's going to use that for most things. You give a raccoon something new they've never seen before, probably what they're going to do is look you dead in the eye and mess with it with their hands and go, what did you give me? And they'll see if they can figure it out. If any part of it wiggles, then they're going to have a great time. Also makes them very good at climbing. Definitely a favorite hobby for raccoons. Our raccoons out on exhibit are almost always in the trees. Girly loves to climb too, a little bit less than she did when she was younger, but she still likes to get up there, get the view from the top. And then my favorite part is how she climbs down. So when she finishes those snacks that Kyle gave her, she's going to turn around on the side of the tree and come down face first, which is a pretty good raccoon trick. Has anyone ever tried that?
No.
Just the one time? Yeah. I'll tell you what, if you guys go through the drive-thru, and you can go through that drive-thru as many times as you like, by the way, pro tip, But you might see some bears up in trees. Also very good climbers. I recommend climbing the same way a bear does. Go up the same way Girly did, but scooch down butt first. Aside from her very, very sensitive fingertips, she's also got super flexible ankles. I am actually fairly well convinced that the only reason raccoons aren't in charge of the world is because they don't have opposable thumbs. These guys are very smart. Even without opposable thumbs, do you guys know raccoons can figure out combination locks? Yeah, I imagine them being like that guy in the heist movie who's like got his ear up to the safe and he's listening for that slightly different click. They have these super sensitive fingertips and they can feel that slightly different click. And if they decide that's fun, that's cool, they'll see if they can do it more. And eventually they get a lock open, particularly if their reward is the pizza boxes out of your trash can once they're done. Very, very smart animals. It's one of the reasons they make terrible pets. You can't keep them out of anywhere they want to be. You can't take things away from them. And they also need a lot of mental stimulation. Girly's actually so smart, we put her in charge of ending our shows, so when she gets bored with me, she'll just run up onto the stage. We left her door open so she can go ahead and find her door. But Girly does have very good manners, so she knows we don't just leave our doors open. We close them behind us. Good job, Girly. All right, folks, the raccoon has spoken. This is the end of our show. Thank you guys very much for joining us here today. Thank you. If you enjoyed the show, my name is Amy. This is Bearizona Wildlife Park. If you did not enjoy the show, my name is Dave, and this is the San Diego Zoo. Everybody have a great afternoon.
She shut her door.